Hi, my name is ZaKaiRan and welcome to my video and podcast, My Journey, my life journey of travel and adventure. Now, as a child, I was very blessed to have very adventurous parents and we traveled a lot. We lived in the mountains of Colorado. Well, we didn't live in the mountains. We lived in Denver, and we went to the mountains a lot. So we traveled around every summer. We'd go in our trailer, also known as a caravan in Australia, and go into the mountains of Colorado and have amazing adventures. And then when it wasn't the summer, during the winter, we'd go skiing. And even sometimes we'd still go to the mountains and stay at our cabin in the mountains. And I'd even go motorcycle riding in the snow, which was crazy. And we were blessed to have that cabin that we shared with three other families in the mountains of Colorado. So, needless to say, I spent a lot of time in the mountains hiking, Colorado mountains, climbing to the top of Mount Baldy, one of my most favorite places to hike to, riding motorcycles to amazing places that you just can't get to unless you're on foot or on horseback or on a trials motorcycle, and going to the amazing Colorado peaks. And we traveled around the western states a lot. When I was a kid, I went to New Mexico and Texas and Louisiana, and visited the Alamo and old missions in New Mexico, and the French Quarter of New Orleans, and got to experience the mysterious bayou and of Louisiana, complete with snakes and gators and Cajun hillbillies. And my first foray out of the country, my first foray into international travel occurred when we went to the fabulous Caribbean to visit my cousin and his wife, who were in the Peace Corps in the amazing island of Antigua. And this is where I was introduced to the absolute joy of snorkeling and diving, and boating around the amazing, beautiful reefs of the Caribbean, and seeing the amazing, amazing adventures underwater there, which I had no access to whatsoever, being in Colorado. And I would literally snorkel all day long in that bath water, warm water, and would only come up just long enough to get something to eat, and then I'd be back in the water again, experiencing the amazing beauty. And the other, of course, amazing thing about traveling to my first international country was experiencing the laid-back, no worries, no hurries attitude and culture of the Caribbean, which is just amazing. And the people are just so colorful and friendly. And I was well and truly hooked at this point on travel and adventure in my life, even at a very young age. And so, leading a normal go to college, stay put, live in your hometown forever, get married, have kids, work the same job for 40 years of your life had absolutely no appeal for me. And as soon as I was able, I was off to the big city, off for fame, fortune, and more adventure, which took me to California and Los Angeles and the gorgeous mountains of course, of the sequoias, of Yosemite and Tioga Pass, and then down onto Mexico and the islands off of California to Catalina Island, and eventually I made it to Europe, went to England, and of course to Hawaii, which is where I met a totally hot Sheila, hot babe from Australia, and which took me on my next adventure to the Grand Island of Australia, and my adventures down under, sailing with the whales in Harvey Bay, sailing the countless islands of the Great Barrier Reef, snorkeling and diving the great islands of the Barrier Reef, snorkeling and diving on Lady Elliot Island and the islands off of Byron Bay where I live now, and camping around the amazing waterfalls and rainforests around Australia. Especially on the east coast here in the rainforest fringes of Australia, and visiting drop-dead gorgeous islands, the drop-dead gorgeous islands of New Zealand, which is just amazing. I just love New Zealand, and I just can't wait to go back. And then going on to the amazing islands of Fiji, which of course I just love, and again I can't wait to go back cruising around in a small cruise boat, visiting local villages, of course diving and snorkeling all over Fiji, even snorkeling and diving with sharks, and then off to Thailand, playing with monkeys and elephants, and cruising the countless gorgeous islands. And of course I've done many other trips all around Australia. And all of that travel that I have had the pleasure of experiencing down under and all around the world has been, especially in the last 20 years, well actually the last only 5 years, because that's how long I've been doing it, but I started traveling before that, of course. But the last 5 years of my travel and being able to travel so often, going to Thailand and Fiji and all around Australia and New Zealand, and being able to afford to do it has really totally been due to being absolutely blessed. My life has just been so blessed by being introduced from one of my buddies a way for me, well, basically it's a private travel club, and it's enabled me to be able to travel for just really insane low prices of 20 to even 75% off, I've only given you a taster, of the adventures I've been on, just little snippets here and there of the countless amazing dream trips that I've been on since moving to Australia, and then especially being introduced to this company. Instead of, saving thousands of dollars all year, putting away money, thousands and thousands of dollars in my savings account, like what most people have to do to only be able to travel once per year, I only need hundreds of dollars, not thousands of dollars, to travel, because that's all it costs for my travel experiences. For me, it's no longer a money thing. For most people, they don't have the money, they don't have the time. For me, it's no longer a money thing. I know it's no longer a time thing. I can travel anywhere I want, anytime I want, and because of this company, and you can have that life too. You don't have to wait until you're 65 years old before you start traveling. You can start traveling now. You can start creating an absolute life of fun and freedom right now with something that won't even interfere with what you're currently doing. So if that excites you, if that sounds good to you, if what, my adventures in life, if that's something you want in your life, go to ilovefreedom.info. And for the price of a Netflix membership, I'll show you how to start traveling the world right now at guaranteed wholesale prices of 20 to even 75% off. Even how to travel for no money out of pocket. And how you can start, making some extra money as well, and start traveling now. You don't have to wait. Screw that waiting stuff. Start traveling now when you're young and start having more fun in your life. Go to ilovefreedom.info. That's ilovefreedom.info. I'll show you how to create a life of non-stop fun, freedom, and fulfillment, and adventures. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, I don't have the time and I don't have the money to travel. I've got responsibilities. I've got children. And, well, look, I understand completely. I absolutely understand completely. I mean, I got lots of friends that have got children. I don't have any myself, so I'm a free bird. But I got friends with children, and they take them traveling all the time. And I can show you how to do that. I can show you how to show your kids the world that's in their history books. Instead of just reading in their books, they can actually witness it and experience it. And, I can show you how to do something on the side that doesn't interfere with what you're currently doing. That doesn't hurt your current life, but actually improves your current life. So let's show you how to show your children how to see the world in their history books. Let's show you how to have more fun and freedom with your family, with your friends. And let's start ticking off your bucket list now. And instead of making it your bucket list, let's make it into your life list. Let's start ticking off that life list so that the life list gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And your international adventures never ever end, because as soon as you go to one place, you find out about another new place you want to go to. And that's how it is for me. My entire life is about traveling and fun, and that's all I want to do. And I just want to play and have fun. And if that's the life that you want as well, you can have it. So let's show you how to finance those adventures, because everyone needs more money, right? And everybody needs more time. and I'm sure you know exceptions. So let's show you how to make extra money on the side, helping yourself and other people travel the world and make extra money and ensure their financial security. Let's show you how to fire your boss and learn how to work from home, self-motivated, self-inspired by your dreams that you want to achieve in your life, where your life becomes your job and your job becomes your life, and your life becomes your business and your business is your life, and your business and your life is just all about fun and freedom. So go to ilovefreedom.info and let's get you traveling the world, having more fun. Let's you and I work and play together, and I'll support you every step of your journey of achieving the freedom and the adventure you desire. Contact me now at ilovefreedom.info. Let's get you on the road to freedom, my friends. And always remember to make life a holiday.